Hey, Frank, did you find everybody that you need to there?
John, I'm looking for Darren and Greg is all what's left.
Okay, they should be in here shortly. I know I just got texted from Darren. He's on his way in, and I know Greg's coming too.
Okay, those are last two, and just trying to get that out of the way, then I could be more relaxed and.
Exactly. All good, buddy. Well, welcome everyone. We're 5 minutes out from getting this call rocking here. We're going to move through a lot of information quickly. Lots of great information for everybody. Reach out, grab your teammates, grab any prospects you have, get them on here. It's going to be a very powerful call. So 5 minutes out. Okay, again, welcome everyone. We're about 4 minutes out from getting this call started. We're going to move through a lot of information quickly. Lots of great updates for you. Lots of great information on how to build a global team. If you'd like, go ahead and type into the chat where you're calling in from. Let's see where everybody's from. Okay, we're on the 3-minute countdown until we get the call started. I see we got people on the line from Las Vegas, Minnesota, Texas, Maryland, Alberta, Canada. Great to have everybody. A whole bunch more on the way in from all over the world. And we're going to get started here in a little less than 3 minutes.
John, we're still missing Greg and Darren.
No problem, Frank. I'm just texting Darren. We'll get him on there.
Thank you.
Well, again, welcome everyone. We're about 2 minutes out from getting going here. Going to move fast once we do start. If you could type into the chat where you're calling in from. We see people piling in from all over. There's the UK, BC, Canada, all over the US, of course. They're coming in from all over the world. So 2 minutes out and we are going to get going here. Darren should be in shortly, Frank.
We have Darren.
All right, well, welcome everybody. We're about a minute out from getting started here. I see Europe's piling in now. There's the Netherlands, there's the UK. Type into the chat where you're calling in from. Once we get started, we're going to move quick, so it's going to be a powerful call, and we are just over 1 minute away from getting started. There's Michigan. Awesome. Great stuff, everybody. We're coming down the stretch, less than a minute from getting this call going. Have a pen and a piece of paper ready. We're going to give you some great tips on how you can build a global business, and we're going to move quickly here. Hey, there's Hawaii. Aloha. There comes Oregon. There's New York. Love it. Okay, Frank, if you want to go ahead and start us recording. Once I see it's recording, we'll get this call underway. There's South Africa. Awesome. Okay, well, hello and welcome everybody I'd like to welcome all the impactors from right around the globe to this call. My name's John Van Derzen. I'm here in snowy Canada, and I'll tell you, we've got an action-packed call for you today. We're going to jump right into it. Now, the first thing I want to say is, wow, have you looked at the country count at the top of your website? Because we now have impactors in 72 different countries around the world. And this is day 17. Unbelievable. What we are doing has never been done before. I can hardly imagine what day 27 is going to look like. It's really unbelievable. And, you know, I get asked every day by people, how can I build a global team? Well, in my mind, there's really 4 key elements to exploding a global team. I'm going to share them with you right now. So number 1 is to understand that we have what the whole world wants, because it really doesn't matter if you're in Tallahassee, Turkey, Thailand, Tokyo, Toronto, Tanzania, Tipperary, or even Tuktoyaktuk. We have what you want. We have the ability to raise unlimited funds for anything that's important to any single person. The second key point, understand that we have what the whole world can do. Because again, it doesn't matter if you're in Bakersfield, Burnaby, Botswana, Birmingham, Beijing, Brisbane, or Budapest, you can do what we do. Because all we do is we share a couple of short videos with people and we sort them out. We don't sell anything. We don't convince anybody. We don't explain it all ourselves. We just share the videos and we sort people out. Then the people that get it, well, hey, they can do exactly the same thing, and that means that it can get big really quickly. The third key element to building a global team is you need to think global. You see, the internet has turned all of us into one big global community with instant communication with anybody, anywhere. There's no borders, there's no barriers to being able to reach out to people everywhere in the world. And we all know people all over the planet. And because all we have to do is share a couple videos with people, we don't have to go out and meet with people in person. See, too often we get mentally locked in to just the people in the city that we're in or in our region. Now, those people are great. Certainly don't overlook them. But don't let your mindset get locked into just one geographic area. Think global. Who do you know anywhere? Ask your team and your prospects who they know anywhere on the planet. Think big and think global. The fourth element is it's our duty to tell everybody, because we all know on this call, we have something so extraordinary here. We have the ability to dramatically change people's lives and situations. It's happening in weeks, in days, and even in hours. It's not happening in years and even months. Every day I get amazing calls from people all over the world thanking me and telling me what a difference Impact 101 has made in their lives and all of the incredible things that they're raising funds for. What we're doing is we are empowering people to do things that they never thought were possible. So when you have the ability to transform people's lives in such a significant way, it's really your absolute duty to tell absolutely everybody. So building a global team is just simply a mindset. Lock in on these 4 elements and you'll see something amazing happen. Okay, so next up, what I want to do is I want to bring on one of the men who helped make this all happen for all of us. He's a real good friend of mine. He's the president of Impact101, Frank Servedio. Frank, can you share your vision with everybody? And can you share some of the great things that your team is working on?
Absolutely. I want to first of all thank everybody coming in on a Saturday morning. This is just fantastic, John. You're correct. You could just come on board to Impact 101 from anywhere in the world. And I believe everybody's seeing the tools and things that we have, the product that we have. The crowdfunding situation is just a hot sector right now. And we have the technology to back it up. Long vision, and we're here for longevity, folks. We keep on adding things to it, and you keep on making suggestions, folks. We're here to be here for long term. My vision is to give you 100% support. We're listening to the field, to the team leaders, and we are just taking it home. You know, sometimes we want things to happen quickly, but I want to remind everybody, we started this in the middle of December, and now we are actually adding to it and improving it every day. And I'm going to show you some of those updates right now today. But remember, we're only, we started thinking about the idea early December, put it all together, spoke to John and Joe late December, and now it is what? The first week of February, and we are rolling around, and we're into 72 countries, and it's happening because of you. And I want to thank you all personally in believing in Impact 101 and your team leaders and myself. I really appreciate that. I plan on giving you support. I plan on giving you the tools to do it. And the campaigns are coming in, so that's fantastic. We're going to talk about all those things. We're going to just jump right into some of the updates. Everybody's excited to see some of the updates, and there's just a lot of great things that are coming. And I'm just going to start off by screen sharing here in a moment, and we'll get rolling here with some of the updates here. Okay, so what do we got? First thing, folks, first thing we have right now for you is we've put a new video here, and it's how to join. And I know most of you folks that are on this call, and there's some new folks on here as well, I'm going to tell you right now, even if you already have joined, please watch the video. I think will help to get your team going and help understand and explain some things to them right at the beginning. Encourage all your new folks that are coming into Impact 101 to watch the video. Please do so, all right? I think it's extremely important. We need to go through the video, making sure everybody knows what each box represents. I think that's really powerful. So there's now a video there. I also want to draw your attention to sponsor name and the ID number. We are making a change here. We've been listening to the field. We are going to put the username of the inviter and also the actual first and last name. We'll also have, for some of those folks that do want to be seen and they just want their username, that will be there as an option as well. So we're building that. That's in the works right now as we speak. And I also want to just point out at the very bottom, these icons in the very bottom, the man, the lock, the email, those represents, if you go to phone, take a look at the left, and there's the phone. You go to the lock, you go to the company, then you'll have world. These things represent. You go to the I, and that means the captcha code. Just a couple tips. And the reason I'm sharing those, folks, is because I've been looking at the support tickets. I'm just trying to do what I can to speed things up for yourself so you don't have to put a sports ticket. Great news, folks. We've got another merchant account, and it's Stripe, and it's live. As of last night, extremely excited about that, folks. So now not only do you have your PayPal that you can pay by your PayPal. You can also use your credit cards and debit cards with PayPal if it allows you in your country. We now have Stripe that takes multiple credit cards. We also have Dash, Bitcoin, and tokens. Now, merchant accounts, I've just got some exciting news. I'm going to finalize it. I'm bringing somebody on board from the financial and banking world to stay on top of the merchant accounts for me. We're going to get as many merchant accounts as possible for different countries, different locations, wherever the pockets are. I've got a guy that I'm putting on board full-time to be working that out and giving me some help in that area. So extremely excited about it. So just want to give you that. This is how Stripe works, really simple. And we need an email, of course. We need credit card information there. And also we're going to need postal code. And then we do that for fraud protection, folks. So just so you know that. Once it goes through, boom, there it is. It says payment complete. It's that simple. It goes through a fraud protection. If it gets declined, it's for the reasons of the card's been stolen have the right zip code, but it's extremely easy, folks, extremely easy. So I'm extremely excited about Stripe that just came on board. Now, John was talking about 72 countries and flags. Well, guess what now, folks? A lot of folks want to know, well, what countries we are in, and at least where we have at least one member. Well, I'll tell you what, you just click on the flag on the very top of your actual site, and boom, the flags all come up. Really excited that happened last night. I'm really excited for the tech team putting that together. Hans and his team just doing a fabulous job keeping us going. Now, I want to just, hone in on this, this slide here for a moment. You know what? These are your tasks, folks. This bar right here, the overview, and right below the overview, these are your tasks. Sorry, I just gone backwards here. Just one moment. My mouse is sensitive this morning. Okay. So, donations to be sent. Make sure you go into your dashboard. If you're active, folks, you got to keep on top of this. And you know what? We're all connected either by phone, tablets, or computers, folks. So there's no reason not to come and take a look at your site. Plus, you will get emails and donations to send, pending confirmations, donations to receive, all very important. These are all tasks. Donation to confirm, how many active you had. Now, I want to make sure that you stay on top of your tasks, folks, because it's extremely important. Support tickets are actually answering support tickets when it's a peer-to-peer. There's certain things that Impact 101, the tech team, the support team, and myself can do, is be part of your peer-to-peer. This is a crowdfunding peer-to-peer, and everybody loves it because it's instant gratification. But you need to do your part, please. Now, for example, right now we have 42 unread messages. I had somebody, I saw some of the support tickets, I had somebody say, well, my number's still 9 or 10 or whatever. Well, it goes away if you click on that message. So please click on the message, folks, and the number will start going down. If all your messages are done, that means you click through it, okay? Extremely important, so please, this task force is extremely important. So please, this is your number one thing, and it needs a call to action. That's why we put it there, to make it very simple for you. Along those lines, as far as a message board, we're extremely close to being able to broadcast to the whole Impact 101 community. This message board is going to be extremely important to you, so please get used to it. Click on it. We're going to broadcast webinars. We're going to broadcast things that's of importance, new things that have just come up. We're going to also give you individual messages also through here. You need to understand, when emails go out, when with the growth that we're having, the emails go through a server and it goes through a provider from the emails, and it takes time when you're doing thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of emails. So we want to get to you the information right away. Everybody wants instant gratification. Everyone wants instant messages. So please utilize and understand that our message board is going to be that tool for you. Okay. Yes, you'll still get emails, but how many people click on emails? It's known out there. Text message, instant messages are number one. Well, your instant message is coming right there from your unread messages. Plus, we're going to broadcast from there. Plus, your tickets will go in there. Your support tickets will go in there as well. And you're not going to get your support tickets emailed. Okay. Just so I want to make sure everybody understands that. Now, also, the history. I've had people ask me, I don't know so-and-so, and I can't remember what his email address. I can't remember this and that. Well, if you go to history of donations, folks, you click on view detail, you could click back and go back into those messages as well. Okay. So make sure that you know that you go to your dashboard under your donation center. There's another tab that says donation history. Please, if you want to go and communicate back to that person, go back in there and send in a message. The more that, hey, there's a lot of people getting used to that and they're just absolutely loving it. We're getting feedback. So please complete your message, complete your donations, and go and communicate with the folks that you want to do peer-to-peer. Ask them for their email address, etc. We are not going to provide privacy information, but if the individual in your group that wants to give you that information, it's up to them if they want to. So let's just go and talk about the support and the ticket system here. I want everybody to know this is how it looks in case you haven't done one. And if it's open, it'll say it's open. If it's resolved, you want to go back into it just in case to refresh your memory, just click on resolve. A drop down will come in and you get to see the message, okay? Whoops, again, I'm going too fast here. So once you click on the resolve one, you can go back, and this is how it starts to look, okay? And you can always click on the bottom left and go back to your dashboard or go back to more messages, all right? Just want to make sure everybody knows that how that works. We just want to make that very, very important. Payment method, I want to just stop here for a moment. Payment method is extremely important. Your support is handling people saying, Oh, the person put in the wrong PayPal address. PayPal doesn't recognize it. Please, folks, this is extremely important. We all want donations. But if you don't do your part and give lots of options of, payment methods or the correct one, how can anybody help you? And you're slowing things down. Everybody says, hey, we want things to happen fast, but do your part and look in the mirror. Hey, have I put several different options? If I don't have a few because I'm in this pocket of people in other countries, well, I better go get this option, etc. Please make sure you fill in the payment options correctly. Make sure you give lots of options and things will go a lot smoother. Please. And of course, do your donations right away. Confirm your donations right away. And if you're going away, we all understand that. But please communicate with the person that you have to donate to. Everybody's understandable. But if you're not communicating through the message board, they're wondering what's going on. They're wondering what's happening. And then they put a support ticket when then it's really between the peer-to-peer. It's really important that you stay focused that this is a peer-to-peer. You need to do your part first in order for people to send the donations to you. Extremely important. I'm really excited about this, folks. But you know what? I'm going to take the blame here. We have several languages that are coming out in the first two videos on the front of our site. The languages are coming: simple Chinese, Mandarin, Russian, Spanish, Hebrew, French, German, Portuguese, and Dutch for my two Dutch friends, Mr. John Van Derzen and my good partner, Hans Lumen. So we have to throw Dutch up there. But let's just speak about videos and those languages, okay? I just want you guys to vision that, I want things proper, and it's my fault there's a delay. Because I want the capture to be of the same language or the same tongue on the images. So I've got a copy of it and they messed up and I sent them back and I said, you know what, this is great. We got everything, translated, but the problem is the images aren't lining up, with the verbiage. And if it's Mandarin, I want to see it on the screen in Mandarin. I don't want to see it in English. And so far for Russian and Spanish and Hebrew. And I'm sure you guys all understand that. I'd rather have a few delays and do it right, so I do apologize. We're also going to put a framework in every language that we have a pocket, and we will have people being able to translate those. So we have a system that we're building right onto our site that will automate this. So please be patient, and I do apologize, but they're on the works, and we're at the final stages. So as soon as we get them, we'll get them out to you. All right, we haven't spoken about our product very much, and you're going to see more and more. And I will do, a presentation training on just mobile landing pages. This is not what this call is about, but I have to do this part. Sorry, guys. This is your number one tool. Please, please understand that this is extremely important to you if you want to grow your actual group. And everything is your replicate site. No one can get mixed up with the wrong sponsor, all that good stuff. If you send the proper thing, and your mobile landing page is your best friend because it'll have your replicate link into it. Everything is about you on this, okay? Now, what I wanted to share today, this morning, I'm not going to go through all of them right now, is the requested V card. If you have not done so, amongst your group, text it back and forth and request a V card. And what that is a virtual business card. Our system will send an email with your actual email address and phone number to that particular person that requests the V card. You also will get an email stating that somebody requested your information. And then you can say, hey, can I give you some help? So those are just some of the tips. I'm not going to go deep in that. If you haven't utilized this tool, shame on you because it's phenomenal. All right. Just please utilize this tool and start texting it out there. And I know there's some big folks doing, and I've been just texting it to everybody they know. Okay. So please, in the text, and remember, this is not an app. This is a web-based. We will be doing apps in the future, but this is a web-based. So people just have to click on the link once they get a text to themselves, and they'll be able to view the videos, etc. And speaking of video, this will eventually one day, and please be patient, will be your own campaign once we have it, and we'll have a campaign button up on our site as well. Now, customized mobile landing page, we've been getting folks asking, can we do these now? Yes, if you go into your resources there and your mobile landing page area there, you could actually turn the button from custom to Impact 101. But if you do custom, I want you to understand that we are building a module, and we'll do a video. But if you want to be, aggressive and go ahead and do it, please hold back the tickets until we get all the tools in place. So it'll be easier for support to just navigate things and share things with you. So please wait for the manual. We're extremely close to getting the manual how to build these. But some people have been building great things. Same thing with the campaign. We are going to put a manual on that and also a video. So please be patient with it. If you want to be aggressive and go ahead and do it, please go ahead and do so. But be patient until we put all the tools in place. Remember, We're like 2.5 weeks old, not even 2.5 weeks old, guys. And we are moving fast. So please give us a little bit of breathing room. We're moving quickly. And I know you're just all excited about that. Folks will be able to donate to you directly in your campaign, but only with digital currency. That button is not active yet, but will be soon. Okay. Now, if you haven't gone to the resources, folks, the resource page, please do so. A lot of these things in here will help you. Okay. And the number one thing is your mobile landing page and how to share it. So if you haven't gone there, please do so. Extremely important. Go to the resources. It's right there. It'll help you add your actual mobile landing page to your phone, and then you can share it with your fellow prospects. Okay. All right. Donations to send, extremely important. Please do your donations to send and confirm, extremely important, so they can go into the grids. I'm going to let John talk a little bit more about that. Donations to confirm and receive, extremely important. If you want to go back, just go back into the history view on the details. I'm touching on all these things, and I'm racing through it, folks, because these are some of the things and some of the tickets we're getting, and I'm trying to get people to help from there. So, I want to make sure that you understand the support tickets to communicate back and forth with your fellow members there, Impackers. So please do so. And it's beautiful, and it's getting better and better all the time. I just want to touch on that. So it's beautiful from there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pass it back on to you, John. It's very exciting to be here. And I want to thank everybody to take the time off on a Saturday morning to come to this Impact 101 call. Thanks for being on the call. Appreciate it. John?
Hey, great stuff, Frank. Tremendous updates. I mean, unbelievable what's happening in a very, very short period of time here. It's crazy. Frank, maybe if you can unshare screen there, you got it. Perfect. Okay, so a couple things I just want to touch on here real quick. Always remember that, when you enter a new grid level for the first time, whether you're a brand new person or whether you're upgrading to that grid for the very first time, you need to make your donation to your inviter right away, and you need to have that donation confirmed before your grid will open at that level. If it's not confirmed, your grid isn't going to open, and your people that you bring on board that may go to that grid level are going to jump past you for that round only. So get it confirmed right away if it's brand new at a new grid level, so that it opens for you so you don't miss anything. If somebody does come in at a higher grid level, understand once you upgrade to that level and they've completed their grid at that level, they're going to come back and follow you. But just pay attention. Get it confirmed as quick as you can by your inviter, and it'll save you a lot of headaches. As Frank mentioned with support, very few issues here. When you do have something to take to support, be real sure you include your username. Be real specific in what you ask them to do. They're fantastic, very responsive, great to work with. Third thing I want to touch on, after you've made your donation to your inviter, let's get that second donation to the other person you have to donate to. Let's get it done immediately. That's what makes the wheel turn. There's no sitting around for a couple days. Everything says it needs to be done immediately. It does need to be done immediately. So make sure you're doing that. Teach your people to do it. And another great tip, on the front of our site, we have the second video, how the donation grids work. This is a powerful tool that's going to help you understand the grids. It's going to help your prospects understand the power of the grids, the power of inviting as many people as possible, the power in being in as many grids as possible. So make it mandatory that you look at it and that your prospects and teammates look at it. It's going to take a lot of pressure off of you. So what I want to do now, let's reach out to some people all over the world. Let's find out how they're tearing this up. They're going to give you some great tips. First guy we're shooting over, believe it or not, St. Petersburg, Russia. We're going to hear from the big Russian bear himself, Serge. He's a good friend of mine. Serge, can you share with people why you're here and how you're building it?
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Oh, fantastic. Hi. I'm just in the middle of nowhere, snowing everywhere. It's fantastic weather, minus, but very clean, beautiful. And what I like in this, Impact, it's very clean and beautiful. It's white, it's transparency, easy, and no-brainer. This is important because all we got the businesses to do, our obligations daily-wise, but in a situation with the Impact 101, everything very, very simple, and everybody can do it. It's just amazing. I'm in business of networking from 1993 and done lots of interesting, businesses programs. But this one is amazing. Especially, I love the technical side of this. The new stuff with the mobile app, all this branding stuff is fantastic. It reminds me of our previous company, which we tried to build, not the similar, but something with the mobile apps and everything else. It's just awesome. And also, people who never ever done a networking or any business can participate here and receive quite chunk of money, support of other people. All right, it's my opinion of this company, and thank you guys for you created it, and thank you what you give it to the people. Thank you.
You bet. Hey, Serge, let me ask you a quick question. How excited are you about those Russian videos coming out?
Wow, what we need, it must be, videos on any language in the world, because people love the simplicity and people love to do nothing but send some video which explain everything, and what we got on the English language, and I'm really, really grateful to be on Russian very soon.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Serge. I appreciate it. Let's head down to Las Vegas. We're going to hear from a guy who's crushing it down there. Darren Brewer, are you on the line?
I'm here. Can you hear me, John?
You betcha.
Well, thanks, John. I appreciate the opportunity to share here. First, I want to address, the leadership of this company. Frank, the president, I've had the pleasure of talking to him a few times. Unbelievable leadership. And John, you're out in the field doing a great job. I'm just very impressed with the website. When we first looked at it, the support that's happened since we've been involved for 16 days. We've just had an amazing, I don't know what it is, 16 days or so of building. We're getting close to that, 100-person mark in our group, and we're excited to share it with people. For us, we've just had really a lot of success, just kind of the old-fashioned way, just reaching out to people and sharing the mission of the company. I love the mission of the company. It's to reach out and help people with different causes. For myself and my family, I have 3 different causes that I'm kind of going after, and I encourage everybody that gets involved and wants to help people. Make sure you have a mission statement. Make sure you're doing things that you want to change, and you want to and get involved with people's mission, and have them be a part of their mission of helping do some things that you can't do in any other with any other vehicle or business or opportunity. So I'm just excited to be here. We're excited to change lives. I haven't been involved in any type of business like this in the last 10 years, and I'm just excited to help people. I'm excited to watch this company grow, and we're just very, very fortunate for the opportunity. Thanks, John.
All right, excellent stuff, Darren. Really appreciate it. Okay, let's flash back over to South Africa now. We want to hear from a man that is lighting it up on a global basis.
Hello?
Eugene Pelser, are you there?
Hi there, John. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Thanks.
Hi there, Eugene Pelser here from sunny South Africa. I just want to thank Frank Servedio and John van Dusen for inviting me on this call. I am very grateful for this amazing opportunity that will change my life and thousands of others, if not millions, all around the world. My journey with crowdfunding began the 1st of November last year in another company, and a lot of us are familiar with that. I'm very grateful that I joined that company, because the way I see it, if it wasn't for that company, I would have not been in Impact 101. You can see the changes Frank and his team are making to improve Impact 1 daily. This will undoubtedly be the #1 crowdfunding opportunity in the world very soon. That's what I believe. People will be begging us to join this opportunity. I've been online for 10 years, of which the last 5 years, I've been a full-time entrepreneur living off my efforts online. But I've never seen an opportunity that can change your life as fast as Impact 101. What makes Impact 101 different from the rest is the fact that we have a president that has dedicated his time and efforts to make this opportunity the very best in the world. Impact 101 has the infrastructure and 2019 technology to help anybody, no matter what their experience is, to reach their fundraising goals, no matter how much it is. There is just a small learning curve to familiarize yourself with the back office and to make and receive donations. Also, you have to share this opportunity with others. Don't wait for spillover or for help from below. Find a method that works for you, then do it every day. Be consistent and persistent every day. I've referred 16 people that are my personal active members in just over 2 weeks. The Thursday that's just passed was 2 weeks that I've been in the company. There are different ways to share this Impact 101 with others. The method that works for me is to promote and share this opportunity every day online, mostly on social media. To have success to grow your social media audience with people that have the same interest as you. I don't mention Impact 101 on my posts or my ads. I just focus on money and crowdfunding. I also use images of money and crowdfunding and none of Impact 101. I back up my posts and ads with proof of progress and results. Again, I don't mention Impact 101. I only use terms such as receive and donation and not earnings or investment. When posting on social media, I always include my Impact 101 referral link, that is your replicated website link, or other links such as the mobile landing page link. Very important is to duplicate my success with my team members and show them exactly what I'm doing to have success in Impact 101. When I started having success, I was met with a lot of resistance, people saying it's a scam or a Ponzi. When this happens, I know I'm on the right path to success because I learned this from a world-renowned motivational speaker by the name of Bob Proctor. I don't waste time with these people. I just move on. I practice attraction marketing and I stay away from emotional topics such as religion, politics, and sex. My posts are always positive and inspiring. The most important is to believe in yourself and in Impact 101. Be consistent every day and persistent, and most of all, never ever give up. Well, that's my story in a nutshell. Thanks for having me on this call. I'm very grateful to you guys, and I look forward to the continued growth and success of Impact 101.
All right, great stuff, Eugene. We really appreciate that. Great wisdom there. Let's head back to the U.S. We want to hear from a guy that's on the move with Impact 101 big time. Greg Baldwin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, John?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Greg.
Fantastic. First and foremost, I want to start off by thanking you for your vision and the work you're doing out in the field, and Frank for your benevolence and just the vision that you have of putting this entire package together. I want to let everyone know that's listening to the sound of my voice that if I was really to express how I feel about this proposition, you would question my sobriety. This is the needle in the haystack that everyone's been looking for. To be in a position to create perpetual funding machine is absolutely amazing. I've been in various marketing programs and I've hit the top of many companies, but a lot of people weren't able to duplicate this. This is something that anyone can do. We're having people come on board that never made any money in any type of marketing, that are actually receiving donations, getting their causes funded, and lives are being changed. I can tell you that I often tell people that eyes that look are common, but eyes that see are rare. And for those of you that can see this, just share from the heart what this incredible opportunity can do for people around the world. We're really creating a brand new economy that can impact people globally. So with that being said, I just want to say once again, thank you, John and Frank, for putting this incredible platform together. Back to you.
Excellent. Appreciate that, Greg. Great words of advice there. Let's shoot back across the pond. We're going to the UK. We want to hear from an exceptional lady that's on fire with this. Mel Baxter-Smith, are you there?
Hi, John. It's Mel. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, thanks very much. Good. Well, first of all, I'd like to say thanks very much indeed for inviting me to speak on the call this evening and just telling my story. When I was introduced to Impact 101, when my sponsor called me and showed me the platform, I simply loved it. I could see it straight away because I'm actually familiar with crowdfunding as I help raise funds for a dear friend and colleague of mine in Nepal. His name is called Santosh Bidari. I'm hoping he's going to get on the call tonight. He actually builds schools for the kids in the outer regions of Nepal to help the kids with their education. So when I saw Impact 101, the platform, I joined immediately. Now, this really is truly going to change people's lives all over the world, whether it's helping a family member through school fees or helping a club or even helping your favorite charity. Impact 101 is fun, It's simple to do, and I simply love it. What I like, there's no complicated marketing plans to learn. There's no pills or potions to sell. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, I think the key to this, to be honest, is keep it simple. I do a number of activities to promote Impact 101 on a daily basis. I email, I text, I phone people up, I post on social networking sites. I just stick to several things every day. I don't stick to just one task. And I think also the key is keep it constant and do it daily. The saying is, the more rods in the pond, the more fish you'll catch. That's in my old networking days, we used to say that. When I started contacting, I called my warm market first. And luckily enough, I have been in referral marketing now for a number of years. So I'm lucky to have a few people that I was able to contact immediately. I usually send a polite text or email to a friend or colleague that perhaps I've known in the past. And I think it's always very, very good to be courteous, polite, find out a little bit about what they're doing now, to just have a little chat, because I do believe that people buy people first. Just send the video out, and most important thing is to follow up. Just because you don't hear back from them, don't assume that they're not interested. It is really important to call them back again. And the follow-up is key to any business. If you don't follow up, someone else will, I can assure you of that. Now, if you're struggling to find contacts, what I would do is just get out your Christmas list, your old phone book, anything like that you have, maybe old business cards you've collected in the past, and just write people's names down. It's amazing, you know, how often someone can come to mind and think, oh yes, they'd be really interested. But to be honest with you, the more you contact, the better. And also, importantly, don't prejudge, because everyone needs Impact 101. Everyone needs and wants more money. We actually have the perfect vehicle here. I love Impact 101 and look forward to a really, really bright future. But I'd like to say, just on finishing, thanks to my sponsor for introducing me to this platform, that's Duncan Wood. Thanks to Frank, Hans, John, and all the team behind the scenes for all the hard work that you do. Thanks very much indeed. So back to you, John.
Hey, great stuff, Mel. Really appreciate it. Frank, did you have a couple things you wanted to add quick before we wrap things up?
Yes, I didn't want to go, John, without saying, you know, I'm just so blessed to have such great folks on this call and great speakers. Those who are just moving folks. And if it didn't hit home with what these speakers have said, man, I don't know what will. Those were great words of vision. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, speakers. I really appreciate you take the time and share your thoughts and how you're promoting Impact 101. I just love, Eugene, what you said there was bang on, spot on. So thank you. And remember, folks, we want to preserve the brand. We want to make sure we're not out there talking about raising funds to make money. It's not to make money. It's to help your cause and donations. Okay. So please read the terms and conditions. Extremely important. I just want to say, John, you know, I'm just so excited. We had 230 people on a Saturday morning, two weeks old, 16 days old. That's unbelievable. So I'm extremely excited about that. I just want to touch on a couple of questions. Somebody was asking, are we going to have the Italian language? Well, let me tell you, you know, I'm taking care of my Dutch friends. In case you don't know, I am Italian. We will do the Italian language, you bet. But we just got to make sure we have a few more of my paisanos in. You know, we will expand the languages as there's pockets of people, because we have to just go where the volume is, okay? So absolutely, yes, on the Italian language, you can take that one to the bank, that's for sure. People are talking about, asking about more payment methods. Just so you know, the payment methods, you can list of any ones you want in the other, right on the very bottom. So please make sure that you can tell your team that you can add more payment methods just right on the very bottom. We will be putting different icons and buttons in the future. We're taking that and we're just doing things in priority. So we'll do that. PowerPoints are done. I've got a couple versions of PowerPoints. We just need to get a hosting and doing that properly. We do have them done. So we will put that up on the site as quickly as possible. We'll let you know when that happens. And V-card, somebody was asking about the V-card and how does that work, how you turn it on. If you go into your mobile landing page and on the bottom in the profiles there and not that. And you'll see in the mobile landing pages, it'll ask vCard. Some of you might have turned that on. It should have been turned on. Just go ahead and turn your vCard on, and that's how you get the vCard if it's not on your mobile landing page now, okay? Also, extremely important, all donations are equivalent to US dollars. US dollars, folks. You must understand this is a global, we're into 72 countries, that it has to be equal. It could be whatever you want in your currency, but it has to equal to that amount in US dollars if both parties agree. Don't forget, it's peer-to-peer work that out amongst yourselves. Again, I want to thank absolutely everybody for being on this call. I want to thank you, John. Great job as always. And I can't wait to hear more of what's going on around the world. So speaking around the world, John, I'm going to give the mic back. I think you got a few more big things to talk about here. So I'm going to share screen and give you the mic back. So take it over. Thanks, John.
You betcha. Hey, thanks, Frank. I just have two things, guys, and then we'll let you go for the day. You know what? When I look at all the flags, I see a major flag that's missing, and you're looking at it right now, and that is called China. Now, as we all know, China has over 1 billion people. They're some of the most prolific entrepreneurs in the world, and I will tell you this for absolute certain. If you can get this to the right people in China, you will not believe what will happen to your team. So I want you to plant that seed in your mind. Think about, who do you know in China? Ask your team and your prospects who they know in China, who they know who know people in China. If that's nobody, heck, do what it takes. Head down to Chinatown in your city and start talking to people. Head to the airport. Start talking to people who are in line for a flight to China. Do whatever it takes to open up some contacts there. I promise you it's going to be worth it. Last thing I want to mention on, we've got huge global growth happening. We're going to do 2 more calls on Monday, very similar to this. You can see they're going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern and 9 p.m. Eastern. Take a picture of the screen right now. We'll also be sending out the email. What you want to do is make these next 52 hours count before that next call. With your prospects, get them through the videos, get them onto these calls. And of course, the link to this call is going to be posted on your site today. So you've always got these calls available 24/7 to be able to build with. So with that, I want to thank all of our great speakers today. Let's keep it simple. Let's take massive action, and let's go make an impact. Have a great day, everybody.